by the name of Ethan Schmidt walked into a Target and decided it would be a great opportunity to heckle workers over the fact that they were carrying an item that he did not like. Let's watch.
Hey, do you guys support the satanic pride propaganda?
Yeah, both.
You support it?
Satan and pride.
You support Satan? Mm-hmm. What's God gonna think of that?
I don't believe in God.
Wow. So you think?
Did you need help with something?
You support the propaganda that's targeting the kids?
There's nothing targeting kids.
It's all over kids' TV shows. It's all over. They're targeting the kids.
Kids can choose to wear whatever they want.
Do you support the sexualization of kids through pride propaganda by corporate?
Is there something that we can help you with?
I'm just asking people questions. What about you, sir? Do you support
I'm not
this?
answering any questions, but if you're here to cause any disturbance in the store,
I'm just asking questions. Do you work for the Target?
Disrupting.
Do you work for Target?
I do actually.
Where's your name tag?
I am the undercover loss prevention.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm just asking questions. So do you support this satanic propaganda?
I'm not answering your questions. What you need to do is you either need to leave the store.
God will judge you guys.
God will judge you guys. Now, Ethan Schmidt, unfortunately, has kind of made a hobby out of going into various businesses throughout Arizona to harass employers and employees over mask mandates. In fact, there was an example of him going into a wig shop that serves people who are undergoing chemotherapy. And so they want people to wear masks because those going through chemotherapy treatments have a compromised immune system. But it didn't matter. He went in there and harassed them over that. And I'll give you more details in that story in just a minute. But Cenk, I don't know. I mean, pride paraphernalia. I mean, doesn't that sexualize children?
Okay, so a couple of obvious things that because our media is broken, people don't point out. One is, no, things are not 50-50. A big percentage of the right wing hates gay people. I mean, they think being gay is the equivalent of being satanic. Now, is that all Republicans? No. Is it a giant percentage of Republicans? Yes. Yes, they're constantly talking about, gay people are the problem, and trans people, oh my God, what if they go to a bathroom? They shouldn't be allowed to go to bathrooms, right? No, so they don't pretend you don't hate gay people when you do. And if you're gay and you're voting for Republicans, don't pretend that you're not voting for evil people who hate you. You are. You say, hey, my taxes are more important to me. My greed is more important. That's fine, okay? Just own it, own it. Oh, he doesn't represent all Republicans, really? Not all, just as I said, but does a majority of, do a majority of Republicans make similar points about how trans people, gay people should not have the same rights. They shouldn't be able to adopt. That's a giant Republican talking point. It's the whole party. The question is, are they more subtle about it, or do they just go for satanic talking points like this guy, right? And look, the second part of it is, for those of us who are not fundamentalists, this stuff is so crazy we don't know how to respond to it, right? Yeah. Like my invisible friend told me to hate gay people, and I believed it, so I go around just trying to inspire hate against gay people all throughout my life.
It goes, look, yes, I think what you're saying is valid, right? I'm not trying to minimize it, but I think in this particular case with Ethan Schmidt, he made a name for himself by going into businesses and harassing people over mask mandates. If you notice in this video, no one's wearing masks, right? This is in Arizona, they don't have a mask mandate anymore. So this Target obviously has people walking around without a mask. So what is Schmidt going to now shift his focus onto to continue putting out his stuff, right? His videos and all. He's, now he's gonna focus on stuff that's being sold at a business that he doesn't like. And I just want everyone to understand something. I think this is more of a clout thing for this guy. And I wish that he would understand that he is harassing workers in the middle of a labor shortage, in the middle of a political climate where they're already dealing with all sorts of abuse. They're overworked. In many cases, they're forced to engage in mandatory unpaid overtime. And when I say unpaid, they're not getting overtime pay for the extra hours that they're forced to put in. Like, just leave people alone, let them do their jobs. And I get it, you're desperate for attention. Congratulations, you're getting it right now. But the other thing I just wanted to note is, the thing I'm getting really tired of is the right wing becoming the arbiters of how we all live our lives. I'm sick of it. You don't like the gay pride shirt? Then don't buy the gay pride shirt. Move it along, Eric.
Capitalism.
Or Ethan, move it along, okay? Don't look at it, don't buy it, but you don't get to dictate what I get to buy or what I like. We're supposed to have freedom in this country, but they get to decide what kind of history we teach our students in public schools. They get to decide, the political makeup of school boards. They get to decide what gets sold at a Target. They get to, no, you don't get to decide. This is a country with people with all sorts of different backgrounds, beliefs. Don't go into a freaking wig store that serves cancer patients and yell at the owners of that wig store because they're implementing a mask mandate. Like, how selfish, self-absorbed, and narcissistic can you possibly be?
Yeah, and it's the same entitlement complex that all the right wing has. I don't like gay people, so I demand that everyone else not like gay people. What a weird demand.
No,
right?
Sorry, bro. It's called sad day for you, as Cenk would say.
Yeah, and it's also called freedom. So that's the second point, which is that guys like him are the most un-American people in the whole country. They say we do not want equality. We don't want it. We want gay people to be treated differently than straight people. We don't want them to have the same rights. We want Americans separated into two different camps, one to have more rights than the other. Well, then you're against the whole idea of America. You never read the Constitution, you never read the Declaration of Independence. You're an un-American traitor to this country. So that's also a fact. And then finally, cancel culture is terrible. This shirt needs to be canceled. Somebody cancel this shirt. I want this shirt canceled. Right wing never makes any sense.
Dude, I get it. You're trying to build a name. Go build something substantive, all right? And do the work. These petty little pathetic,
stunts, publicity
it's just
stunts.
And it's it's annoying because there's a bunch of copycats who do the same thing. It's like they got their phone ready and they're looking for the next thing to be aggrieved about. For all the heat that the left gets for engaging in outrage culture, can we just take a step back and look at all the outrage that the right wing engages in?
That's all they ever do. Oh my God, some girl went on a track team in the middle of Missouri. Outrage, outrage. Oh, they're teaching that slavery was racist now. Outrage. Okay, they're a bunch of little babies crying and go, why aren't I superior to you? Well, dude, you only got yourself to blame for that. I mean, this guy also chased Rashad, right? He's like, and he's using the N-word. Get out of here, man. Total and utter loser.
I don't like reptiles. I think it's weird that people like to have reptiles as pets. So I'm gonna go into pet stores and I'm gonna harass them for selling reptiles. That's what I'm gonna do. How dare they? I don't like reptiles. So no one should be allowed to buy a reptile as a pet. That's it, period. End of story. This is America. So I get to dictate what kind of pet you have. I only like dogs as pets. So therefore, you can only have a dog as a pet. That's it. America.
If the left acted like the right acts. I love that example, I'll give you another one. I don't like Chips Ahoy, I like other kinds of cookies. I don't like Chips Ahoy. Imagine if I go into Target and say, why are you selling these Chips Ahoy? Well, just smash the Chips Ahoy, get your hand. I don't want anybody buying this Chips Ahoy. I'm entitled to make all the rules around here.
These satanic chocolate chip cookies, they say that they're soft and chewy, but are they really?
And is chewy even good in the context of chocolate chip cookies? Okay, and then guys, last thing on this is they say, they're constantly offended, right? Like Chuck Schumer made the mildest speech and they're like, the Republican senators are so deeply wounded, right? And we're offended at this, we're offended at that, and family values, morality, all this stuff. And then they say, if you're gay, we think you're with Satan. We think you're so evil that you're going to burn in hell, and that you should be treated as subhuman, but don't hurt our feelings.
I just, by the way, love the employee there who's like, I don't believe in religion. Sorry. But are you in favor of pride and Satan? Yeah, sure. Both. I'll take it. By the way, I can't help it. We have a little bit of time left. So why don't we go to one more video of this because he just wouldn't let it go and just continued his nonsense. So let's watch.
Hey, ma'am, do you support this?
What did I just say?
You support pride propaganda?
Please stop.
Whoa,
Do
I'm buying this.
I need you to.
Whoa, let
you just
go,
said you're
man.
not buying it.
I'm gonna buy it and burn it.
Okay, that's your choice. You can totally do that.
Well, what I said is you need to leave. You can't ask anybody any more questions. You can't disrupt
Freedom of
any more
speech.
people.
Call the police.
Do you want me to call?
Yeah, call them.
Okay.
Trespass me. I don't care, dude.
Okay.
Clearly.
You think I care if you trespass? I've done this
No,
1,000
we never-
times.
And then later he got shut down by other customers and embarrassed himself further. It's just, listen, Schmidt, get it together. Get it together, boy.
Oh yeah, man. I hate cancel culture. I'm gonna buy this shirt and burn it.
And by the way, awesome, great.
They're like, oh, good. At least you're buying it. What do we care what you do with it at home? It's totally irrelevant to us. He's like, I'm going to call the police. Yeah, I don't care about the police. By the way, Blue Lives Matter. What?
By the way, I don't know about any of his other political views. So we're just kind of like stretching a little here, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, he's a right winger. Are you kidding me? If you tell him cops should become like, Blue Lives Matter, I hate black people. Right, and they're like, oh, we're calling the cops on you. I hate cops, they don't want to arrest white people. Anyway, it doesn't matter, you saw the videos. You can just judge him on the videos. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but a giant percentage of the Republican Party agrees with him. Thanks for watching the Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.